Welcome to Panels and Borders. I'm Dominic. So this article came out last week, and it's a little bit clickbaity because title makes it seem like there might be something new, but it's actually covering old information. But I'm going to go through the article anyway. So this article comes from Film, blogging the real world. Dune Sequel plan confirmed by Legendary Pictures. There is a lot of sandy ground to cover with Dune, and one movie might not cut it. Director Denis Villeneuve's star-studded Dune adaptation is currently filming, but will there be more to come? Villeneuve has hinted in the past that he'd like to make more than one film to bring Frank Herbert's sci-fi epic to life, and as of now, that seems to be the plan. In a new interview, Legendary CEO Joshua Grode confirms that at least one Dune sequel is being planned, although that could change. Frank Herbert's Dune spans 400-plus pages and tells an epic world-hopping saga featuring a cavalcade of characters. It's proven notoriously hard to bring to the big screen. Not even David Lynch could make it work. Now Denis Villeneuve is attempting to succeed where others failed, and he's not going to try to cram it all into one movie. In a new THR interview, Legendary's Joshua Grode was asked if there would be a Dune sequel. Here's his reply. That's the plan. There's a backstory that was hinted at in some of the books that we expanded. Also, when you read the book, there's a logical place to stop the movie before the book is over. Villeneuve is currently at work on the first film, but he's not shooting both movies back to back. It looks like there's a wait and see mentality here. Should the first Dune clean up at the box office, Legendary will likely jump into the sequel with both feet. This project may have a great cast, but it's something of a gamble, at least in terms of box office. Villeneuve is a fantastic filmmaker, and his Blade Runner 2049 is wonderful, but it also underperformed at the box office. Hopefully that won't happen with Dune. So, this is information we already know. We already knew that the Dune movie was going to be split into two. So this is kind of a clickbait article. And but at the same time, the quote that they brought out there kind of hints that they might mine some of the backstory maybe for some future Dune movies. So I'm not really sure what the article is talking about. It sounds like they're more talking about the Dune movie that's going to be split in two and not an actual true sequel to the first story of Dune, like making a Dune Messiah into a big budget movie and then Children of Dune after that. But it does kind of seem like there is a bit of a hint there that if this first Dune movie is a big hit and both halves of the first Dune movie is a big hit, that they'll probably move on and do some of the other books into films too, which would be cool. I just would like to see just this one be a big hit, and I'd like to see just at least one good movie based on the first Dune book. Give me that and I'll be happy. Anything else after that, it's just gravy for me. But then that brings it back to the one fear I have. If they split the book into two films and they don't film back to back, then you're left with a Dune movie that's only halfway satisfying because it's only half the story. And if it flops and if they don't bother to make the other half of the story, it's gonna really be sucky for Dune fans and people who want this film to succeed. So still a lot riding on this. Just before I go here, I wanted to talk about this image I got up here. So on the one side, obviously, you know, that is the character of Erasmus from the Dune prequel books. That image is from the cover of Dune the Machine Crusade. And then on the other side there, the other image is a Marvel action figure of Ultron from 1999. So when I first bought the book of the Machine Crusade, there was something very familiar about this character on the cover. I was like, I've seen that before somewhere. Where have I seen that? That looks really familiar. And I had this old Ultron action figure kicking around. I had it kicking around for 20 years. And I pulled it out. I was looking at it one day, and I was looking at the cover of the book. And I said, well, that's the same thing. He just painted the action figure on the cover there. Just modified it a little bit, but it's posed the exact same way. So I did this yesterday and threw it up on Twitter just for giggles or whatever. and positioned Ultron the exact same way as Erasmus there on the cover of the book. And so you can get a complete side-by-side comparison, and you can see obviously he looked at a picture of this action figure, or the artist Stephen Yule, his name, the artist, either has this action figure or looked at a picture of this action figure and based his painting of that robot guy on the Ultron action figure. So I thought that was kind of funny, and obviously you can see it, they're posed the exact same way. They're the way I positioned Ultron, so it was kind of a cool thing to come across. Anyway, just thought I'd throw that in there. So anyway, let me know what you think of this in the comments section, and I will see you at the next one. Thank you to all of my subscribers, and thank you for watching this video. And if you're new to the channel, like, subscribe, and share. And don't forget to hit the bell icon for notification when new videos are uploaded.